This is Brian back with an STX update. All right, this has been a brutal, painful ride down. Okay, everybody knows, including me. All right, and I'm gonna call it now. I'm saying we hit a bottom. All right, it might be hard for everybody to believe out there, but look at this. All right, this all ties in, and this all makes sense. All right, you got your 3, 4, 5. All right, you got your 5 waves down. We hit right back over here. We're hitting support back that we had way back here in January of 2022, December 21. All this support back over here. Okay, we've done our 5 waves down. This thing should be heading up the other side now. Okay, we finished our last 5 waves. This should be this right here. Okay, so this thing should be over, and we should be breaking out of here. Not just because I believe that. All right, I'm going to show you some things that are pointing that way, and for this to happen. All right, so don't lose faith in this coin, everybody. I know it's been a brutal ride down from 66 cents the whole way down to 17 cents. How much is that? Let's get a look here. We're down all the way down to about 73, 74%. That's pretty brutal. Okay, so you watch a $100 wallet go down to 26 bucks. Okay, so anyway, all right, this thing is getting very close to this trend line, that with this daily trend line that has been going on since we peaked out back in February the 9th. All right, we've been in this downtrend ever since. Okay, so most of if this was an uptrend, I would be suspecting it to break down. Okay, but in a downtrend like this, usually, and this breakout's not going to be small. Okay, and this isn't financial advice, everybody. Please, 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 I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take any advice from anybody on YouTube. All right, but the longer that trend lasts, the bigger the breakout. Okay, or breakdown, one of the two. All right, this has been a massive downtrend. This thing is really going to rip out of here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, look at the rest of the market right now. Okay, this is on the day, the daily, these numbers out there. Look at the weekly numbers on some of this stuff. I mean, we're bouncing back. This big scare last week could have been the final flush out of the market. I believe Bitcoin's heading into a retrace. All right, we got to have a retrace before we can have another bull run. I believe we're going to have this retrace, then we're going to have another crash down for Bitcoin, right back down 20-some thousands. I don't know. Nobody knows. But then we can finally have our bull run next year. Okay, Bitcoin halving is next spring. Last time the bull run happened, about 6 months after the halving, the market really started ripping. So let's take a look at a couple things here I want to show you guys that are tying in here. Okay, first off, let's get over to my other chart here. All right, number one, there's some weird things happening in this market. Okay, number one, Bitcoin dominance. Look at this thing is just tearing. Okay, the measured move for this thing, if you take the measurement of this wedge and put it up here, it ended up kind of blowing that off and heading up even higher. All right, at some point this thing's got to be due for a correction. The RSI's, the daily is it's of a 97 and a 96, so it's due for a correction. But this thing, just in 1 week, this thing has come up. Look at this, for 1 week, 5%. That's crazy. These altcoins should be getting absolutely destroyed right now, and they're not. So that's different. Every single time Bitcoin dominance has a massive spike, the altcoins are down 20-30%. They're just getting wrecked. Right now they're not even close. Okay, the total 2 market cap, this is the market cap without Bitcoin in it. Okay, look at this. We have an inverse head and shoulders. Okay, and this thing is fighting to get back in that wedge. On the 4-hour, you can see the head and shoulders a lot better. Look at that, perfect. Very obvious, absolutely perfect. Okay, looks like this was a fake out. That's what I've been talking about. Hopefully it was a fake out. Well, we ended up getting the inverse head and shoulders, and this thing should be breaking back up in there, so that's fantastic to see. And then if we look at the RSIs on this thing, look at the weekly. The weekly is reset. Okay, so super bullish. All right, the weekly's reset. The last time the weekly reset, we ended up having a 51% move. So imagine 51% added on to this market cap. Okay, massive. So we get a move like that, that would be amazing. All right, that would put us up 50% move. That would put us up to $810 billion, 800 billion. All right now we're at 530. So that would definitely add a lot onto the altcoins. I believe we're heading into a retracement real soon for this market. Okay, 100%. All right, the total market cap of crypto, look at this. Okay, same thing. If you go into the daily, look at this. Okay, we had the inverse head and shoulders on it right there. Okay, and now we're having a breakout the other side. We're at 1.077 trillion right now, and this thing is breaking out the top. All right, if we go over to Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin is also just ripping right out of here. Look at this thing. It just tore right out of the other side of this wedge. I don't know what happened to my other side of my wedge here, but let's get on there. There we go. It ended up tearing right out the other side here. So Bitcoin is looking extremely strong. It did a 5 waves up. It ended up doing an ABC inside here. Then you can see the ABC right here. A, B, C. Okay, and now it should be starting another 5 waves up. So this thing is looking absolutely fantastic. Now, if we go over to Agix, I'm going to get that pulled over here into my chart. I apologize. I should have had it in there. There we go. Let's get a look at this thing. I apologize if you can hear the neighbor's dog in the background there. They must have just let it out just in time for my video, as always. But you can see we have a trend line, okay, which that is one way to keep track of this. Okay, if you're charting this thing, put a trend line on this. All right, just like that. Okay, if it breaks down out of that trend line, you know we got problems. All right, as long as it's continuing on this trend line up, then this thing is absolutely looking fine. And this is what have we had? 1, 2, 3, 5 green. 5 green out of the last 6 weeks have been green for us. So this thing is charging right up here. The daily stochastic RSI is in an 81 and a 67. Now look at the weekly. Look at this. It's a reset. It's at a 4 and a 6 right now. Okay, that at any second could spin to the upside. All right, now where's our monthly at? Now our monthly, we don't have much of a monthly. Not enough price action on this thing. But this thing is looking absolutely fantastic. I believe it's ready to tear out of here. We have finished our 5 waves down, and this thing is getting ready to go. So just, don't give up faith in this thing yet, okay? We get up here, and this thing starts breaking out. Watch for it to move fast. That's for sure, especially with Bitcoin moving. A lot of these altcoins are really going to start tearing. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.